Alright guys, we're going to do the Eiffel Tower. We're going to do this in 4 or 5 different steps. And first step is to do the foundation, and we're going to do level 1 and level 2 today. And first thing is you want to put in your Eiffel Tower, EIFFEL. We're going to sketch on the top plane, and we're going to use the sweeping tool, and we're going to go vertical with our planes. Alright, so corner rectangle, and we're going to make each side equal, and then we're going to use the mirror function to make an easy copy onto each corner. So these 4 corners are going to be the stands, the legs that come down on the Eiffel Tower, and then we're going to trace some paths and do the sweeping tool to create the archways and support structures and stuff like that. Alright, so I'm just using the mirror tool to kind of speed up my platform. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to create second level, and we're going to connect the first and second level with structures. Alright, so we're going to create a plane, and we're going to make the top plane our entity that we're going to copy off, and we're going to go with 4 inches above the bottom level, and we're going to call this second level. So we need to start getting to make a habit of naming our planes and parts. Kind of makes it easy for you if you have to go back and readjust something, to simply click on the name and you can recognize where you're at instead of having to hover over. Alright, so we got the platform for our second level, and we're going to sketch on that, and we're going to do a corner rectangle. And we're going to measure it, and let's see what our, so we can go with 4 inches. Alright. And that was sketched onto the second level. Alright, so we're going to create connections between the bottom and top level with we're going to create some planes that are vertical, and we're going to connect them to the side so we can trace our structure going up the side, because the Eiffel Tower kind of goes to converges to one smaller point at the top. So everything's going to be vertical. So we're going to name these side 1, side 2, side 3, and side 4. And this will be side 2, and it's a 3-point plane. Make sure you get that outside point, center point, and we're going to call that side 2. There's your side 2. Alright, 2 more planes to go. 3-point plane, and we're going to pick the outside corners and the middle point there, right there. Call that side 3. rotate around, and we're going to get, choose the plane and 3-point, and get our 3 points there. There we go. Call that side 4. All right, so circle around to side 1, and we are going to trace a path from one corner to the next, and we're going to go the plane we're sketching on side 1. We're going to pick that point and the point on the second level and connect them. Press escape, let go of the line, and we're going to go backwards. We're going to go to side 4 next. Doesn't really matter. Sketch your line. There we go. Now we're going to go to side 3. Sketch your line. Escape, let go line. And side 2. All right, so you got your 4 lines. That's going to be your pathway that you're going to use the sweeping tool to create the support structure that goes from floor to floor. All right, so now we have to trace the arches. There's some pretty landmark arches that are on the first level that kind of make this stand apart from any other structure. So we're going to make our best attempt to create our version of those arches, and we're going to sketch. We just hid the other planes, and we're just working with side 4. Do our 3-point arch and go from one line to the next. Just do an arch, and then we're going to do another arch. And I believe I put the distance is going to be a ½ inch, 0.5, and I'm going to make them equal. And this does, if you connect all your points from side to side, and these arches are going to be repeated on the other sides. If you connect your points, then it's going to be based off this constraint. So I'm going to have one of them is going to be messed up, and that'll be the last one. And so this one is going to be 2.5 inches from the bottom of the arch to the bottom of the structure. And I'm also going to come back and change the width to ½ inch, but I'm not going to remember. I'm going to forget, and then I have to come back to it. All right, so we're going to have to go to, let's see, this is side 3, and we're going to make our arches. So put that at a ½ inch, and I believe that should also affect the first one because they're both going off the same points. And let's see if it lets me. Sometimes if you put in too many repeat constraints, it won't let you do it. Alright, that time it did. I know it's going to mess me up on the last one. Alright, so now we have to make sure that it's fully constrained. And we're going to bring a line down on each side. Make sure it's locked in. Turns gray. There you go. Alright, we're going to rotate around. Alright, so it turned red because it's already been defined. So we don't have to do that. And I might have to go back and fully delete that. Alright, so we're 2 down, 2 to go. Alright, so hide side 3, go to side 2. Do the same thing. Sketch. Side 2 and 3-point arc. Alright, don't forget to make it fully constrained. Lock those sides in. There we go. So you notice there's something not quite right with that, and I think what I should have done is took the measurements where the arch meets the side there, and it's not going to let me put in 2.5. Turns red, then you cannot do that because you've already got it constrained. Alright, so we got to put in the last one. So sketch 8 and 9 have something wrong with them. I'm going to have to go back and fix those. Alright, so put our arch in. And you notice we got some kind of weird stuff going on. So we got to fix that. And the only way to fix it is we have to go back to sketch 8 and 9 and remove the constraints, the red constraints, and move those down a little bit because it's just slightly off. And we have to well, what I'm going to do is a kind of a workaround. I'm going to go ahead and retrace my arc, bring it down to where it should be, and then go back to the other sketch and fix that. And you can bring those 2 points together with a coincident command, or you can just bring them together and make sure it looks connected or looks lined up. Alright, let's make sure this one's constrained. There we go, it's grayed out. Alright, so we're going to go back to the other one and fix that real quick. Alright, so, and this is going to require that we go back and we fix the red constraints. And let's see here. So we can hide some of the stuff we don't need. And just hover over it until you find it. Alright, so sketch 9. First we got to delete that. Not sure why it took me so long to find sketch 9, but let's see what it's supposed to be at, a 1/2 inch, and it's not liking that, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that measurement, take away the error. Oh, it looks like I had it constrained on both sides. I already have it constrained. So I'm going to take that out real quick and manually align the right hand side, and not sure what happened. I was just pushing too many constraints on this, and that's what happened. Alright, so I'm going to take a look at how much I need to bring it down. And the fact that when I highlight that sketch and the other one disappears means that I had some kind of weird on the connection there, and it was just one of them things. Bring it down a little bit more. Sketch 9, not sketch 8. Come on, get it together, Carl. That sounds like a fire truck in the backyard, or backyard. The road goes behind our house. Alright, so I got to bring that down a little bit. Just a nudge. That'll work for me. Alright, so it's not 100%, but visually it's there, and it's fully constrained. And we're going to move on. We spent too much time on that part. Alright, so hide your planes that you don't need, and we're going to sketch some center point circles, and we're going to extrude. We're going to extrude these by about let's see, 1/10 of an inch probably. That sounds good. Then, you know, this first tutorial we're going to just do one leg per corner, but each corner is going to have 4 lines that go up to meet the second level, and then we're going to sweep along that path to create a realistic looking Eiffel Tower. Alright, so we're going to sketch on the face of extrusion 1, and you'll notice that that goes straight through the top of that extrusion to the bottom of the extrusion. So we can't really get to the corner, so we're going to have to click on the eyeball to hide the platforms. Then we're going to have to bring the sketch, turn the sketch back on, because we can't. All you can see is the shadow outline of the extrusion. So we need to turn the extrusions off, turn the sketch on, and we're going to draw the circle, and that circle is going to sweep along that path all the way up the side, or the corner, or the 4 corners, and that's going to look pretty cool. So we got to find out what sketch is turned off, and we got to turn that sketch back on. So let's turn the extrusions off and find the sketch that it's going to be sketch 1. It's the first sketch. Okay, it's going to take me a few seconds to my brain to kick in here. All right, sketch 1. Go on. There we go. Sketch 1, and now we're going to just pick a platform, go in there, and sketch on that platform. We're going to draw a center point circle around that, and I believe we're going to go with 1/2 inch, 0.5 on the diameter. You can choose your own. We're going to go, actually, not, we're going with the 1/10. I'm sorry. Some of the structure is going to be 1/2 inch. I forgot All right, so we're going to go. Got to be careful you don't select the entire platform, and we did. As you can see, it's all orange, so we're going to try it again. Sometimes you do have to, and we did it again. That's okay. Oh, you got to click in the red in order to select the path, but we're going to quickly find out that we've accidentally selected the entire platform. And that's what we get. We don't want that. So we want to just sweep along the pipe, and so you have to zoom into that corner and deselect. Sometimes you have to start over. Select the face, which is the circle. Rotate around until you can find the back of that thing. It's right there in that corner. Just make sure that you don't highlight the entire platform. And there we go. All right, so we got it. So there is leg number 1. Looks pretty cool. Now we're going to go to leg number 2, 3, and 4. Then extrude the archways or the arches, and it'll start to take shape and look like the Eiffel Tower. All right, so let's get serious here, and I'm going to pick a platform. I think I was just inspecting the results here, or celebrating that I actually got that one to work. Okay. All right, so not sure what I'm trying to accomplish, but all right, let's get in there and do this. Accidentally turned off the pipe there. All right, so we're going to sketch on that surface, center point circle. There we go, and tenth of an inch. Sweep along that path. I think we have it. There we go. Now click in the red. Select your path. There we go. So if you were an architect, what you would want to do is go in and assign the material properties. This could be carbide steel, tempered steel, all kinds of different materials. And then when you print out the bill of materials, the BIM, it'll tell all the engineers of what type of metal to purchase to make the structure. And so that's if you want to grow up to be an architect. All right, so make sure we don't select the entire platform. We're just trying to get the corner there. Sometimes you do have to tilt it a little bit. There we go. Looks like we got the entire platform. There we go again. All right, missed it. All right, go back and fix it. All right. Okay, tilt it, find it. There we go. All right. So 3 out of 4 done. So we're going to bring 4 of those pipes up from the bottom platform of each. We're going to do 4 each. And so it's going to really look cool once you get this all assembled. So we're just going to do a short first tutorial on just the bottom framework, and then we're going to slowly add to it Probably will take us the entire week to do this if we do it right. So there's your 4 legs, support beams, whatever you want to call them, trusses. They're actually trusses. Yeah. All right. So turn your extrusions back on, and when you want to do the other 3 corners of each one of those, you'll just turn the extrusions off so you can find the sketch. All right, so we're going to extrude these, and we're going to extrude these by, let's see, I forgot when I did it, by either a 1/10 or a half. I think this might be a half. We'll see. All right, so if you look at the bottom perspective, it'll give you a better, actually, that's the top perspective. All right, so we're going to bring that back to a 1/10 of an inch. You may want to go a little stronger on that. But for now, we'll keep it there. We can go back and change it later. All right, so there's our second platform. Center point rectangle, and we're going to extrude that. All right, this is the one we do a 1/2 inch. Or 6/10 of an inch. So there's our Eiffel Tower. So we're still working on the first level. Well, I consider the first level ground level, and then the second level is the next up, just above the archway. So there it is. So now you've got those 4 corners. You have to bring up, four more trusses, and then the bottom level will be done. Then we go on to the third, and then the top of Eiffel Tower. So there's tutorial 1, and looking forward to this project. Should be a lot of fun. All right, see you guys later.